What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Grab My Banner podcast, episode number 28. We've got a great one here for you guys today. We're going to go over the patch notes of the brand new Caustic Town Takeover event. We've got a lot to talk about. Legends have changed. Weapons have changed. The map on Kings Canyon has changed. We've got a new LTM, lots of stuff to get into, and it's been fun so far. I've had a lot of fun playing it over the last few hours. To my left is Brian. Brian, how are you doing today?
Good, man. How's it going?
I am doing just great. We've got Troy sitting right in front of me. He's got a banky. Troy, how are you doing?
I'm feeling so good. In my pajama pants as always.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And then to my right, we've got Kyle. He's sitting over there, got a fat thing of water in front of him. Looks like he's about to pass out.
Yeah, I'm about to get hydrated.
Let's get into the Raise Energy question of the day. Don't forget you can use code BANNER for 15% off and get yourself some Raise Energy at repsports.com. Raise Energy gets you into the zone, gets you into the mix, and gets you full squad wipes. That's what you're trying to go for.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
What else does it get you?
Well, let's think about things that you could do before you drink Raise Energy that would help you out. So, if you drank a Raise Energy before you climbed a mountain, you would fucking climb that mountain.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fast though.
Your metabolism would be so boosted, you just melt all the snow around you.
If you drank a Raise Energy before you got down with a significant other, you just rail their shit.
Dude, they would be fucked up they'd have to call into work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next 3 days.
They'd be walking.
They'd have internal hemorrhaging. You have to get a different significant other.
Yeah.
Because
that one would die.
You would kill them by accident.
They'd be walking like...
You've been warned.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
If you drank a Raise Energy before you changed out the light bulbs in your room,
right,
for your lights,
you'd
fucking just change that shit.
You would, dude, so
screw
quick.
Man.
You'd do it so good.
You might be moving so fast they light up in your hand.
Yeah.
Goddamn. You'd start with gas lamps and you'd end up with LEDs.
If you drank a Raise Energy before you directed a feature film, it would be like really good.
Yeah.
You would get...
It'd be like...
It's like E.T. and it's...
Like what's a movie
Think
that
of a
fucking
movie
blows fatty chunks?
Think of a movie...
The Highlander.
Okay,
The Highlander. Okay, on a scale of from The Highlander to The Dark Knight Rises, like how good would it be?
It would be better than both of those movies put together.
God damn.
If you drank a Raise Energy before you hung out with Watson, it wouldn't be boring because you'd be having a great time.
Exactly.
If Watson
you'd be having a great time no matter what, because if Watson's hanging out with you, you know
You're
shit
bored.
is about to go down.
Oh, okay.
No, absolutely not.
If you drank a Raise Energy, if you were Watson and you drank a Raise Energy, you might be able to host a house
with
party.
dolphins.
You're gonna keep...
Since you're
She might have more than one
below the waist ocean dweller.
All right, let's get into...
You just click your cheeks and they just come to you.
Let's get into the Raise Energy question of the week. Let's say, for instance, the Legends had a little bit too much... They had a little bit too much chocolate milk. They had too much alcohol in their system, and they woke up with a strange pain somewhere on their body, and they look in the mirror and realize they have a tattoo just on them that they don't remember getting. What would each Legend get after a drunken night and they woke up with the random tattoo? What would it be?
Well, you already know Watson's random pain would be in her groin because she just got the entire Kraken tattooed on her crotch.
Oh, my God.
Okay? Listen, because when you go down... How do I put this?
I was going to say, put it a different way.
I have to put it a different way. That's a little bit too on the nose. When you descend into the depths, okay? She wants to make sure that you know that you are about to experience something that's only been talked about in mythology.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, very charted, but only in mythology.
No, I mean, sorry, unspoken of territory.
Yeah, never.
Listen, once you go there, you don't.
Yes,
it's like a secret.
Often experienced, but never possessed. That's what we like. That's what we like to say in old Mother Russia that I've never been to. So I really hope that when you think about Watson, you think about Watson in a bathing suit with just 4 of the 8 arms just poking out up from the bottom. That's how I think of Watson. I think the puss is the beak.
I forget they have beaks
all
the time.
They have to crack their prey like shells.
That's why they're called the Kraken.
Oh, because they be
That's
cracking.
right. They crack.
They do be cracking.
They do be cracking.
So, I saw that one coming from a mile away. Can't say I'm surprised. I didn't write anything down for Watson for this purpose.
So are you conforming? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think I might as well just let him run with it, though. I'll never agree with it. That's what I consider conforming. No. But I will let him. Have his platform.
Can I revise my answer?
Yeah, you can.
You don't sound excited about it.
No, you can just.
You don't sound excited.
Well,
why are you looking at me like you're just going to tolerate me? I don't want to be tolerated. All right, I don't want to just be tolerated.
The ensuing headache.
Listen, your face mole is hella dumb, bro. I'm just saying.
This one?
Yeah, dude.
I can't do
hella dumb, bro. You should just get that removed. Honestly, listen. I'm kidding. You look like Marilyn, bro. Yeah, it does. It does.
You look like Marilyn.
You
Get
look
the
like
fuck
Marilyn.
out of here.
Beauty mark. All right. So anyway, the Kraken, I don't think is realistically what you would get when you don't get a full 9+ hour tattoo just in a drunken night, right?
Yeah.
That's a fantasy of mine. I think that she's going to get something a lot more subtle. I think something probably on her side, just like me, because we're emotionally connected. Probably just like a small squid.
Okay. Like a nice little plush squid or something like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think somebody that was pretty easy for me to nail down on this one, I pictured Wraith getting, the tramp stamp butterfly tattoo with infinity signs on the wings right above her ass.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The infinity.
I kind of just had to give her the most basic thing I could think of, and that was
Why the infinity?
Wraith.
Wraith?
Yeah.
Why the infinity
signs?
I just
Is that how many months she hopes you subscribe?
I think she knows you're going to subscribe for that long. She might get like a QR code tattooed that just if you scan it with your phone, it just takes you directly to her OnlyFans page.
Bro, it just gives you 1 month off.
Yeah, it gives you
QR code, right her tramp stamp.
Is that how you get a free month, or is it you get a free 2 videos and a picture?
I don't fucking know how it works.
It links you. It doesn't give you anything. It just links you to her Patreon.
Links you to it.
Yeah.
To the page. The guy's going, I'm already fucking here.
A paywall before a paywall.
I said
a paywall before a paywall.
I said she got a kunai on her ass cheek.
Yeah, Loba fits that as well.
You know who I had for that? For the actual tramp stamp itself?
I just don't get the butterflies.
That's
I don't know. I get it, but when did that become popular?
It's because
for a long time.
It's because see, that's how I feel about it.
It's been the butterflies have been around for a long time,
yes.
which made me personally think of someone who has also been around for a long time. That probably had some really fun college days back in her heyday, and it made me think of Horizon having that tramp stamp.
That to me.
And you would never know. She's the classic suburban mom, and all of a sudden she bends over to do the dishes, and your buddy looking over. You go, "What the dude?"
I've
this
actually
is not a Brazzers scene,
no, I've
bro.
actually no. He's right,
dude.
He's
not
right.
Fucking right.
I've had this exact thing happen.
No, Jesus.
No,
listen,
I've had this exact thing happen.
As much as I love where I've taken Watson as a character, okay, and where all of you have taken Wraith as a character, I wash my hands of that. Pontius Pilate of Wraith, but I seriously, I need to have one character in Apex that's both hot and wholesome.
She is wholesome, but everybody has some days.
She had a great college night one time, went out with her girls, she got a tramp stamp, and she goes, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, and now she hides said tramp stamp the rest of the time.
You hit it perfectly. I wanted to go back to what Kyle was saying about Loba. I agree with you 100%, but she's not getting a butterfly. She's getting the queen's crown.
Yeah,
because I feel like Loba sees herself
like a bad bitch.
Crack, right here, she's just got it right there,
smaller,
like a crown right above the ass crack.
Yeah, just don't get that placement.
But Loba would never. I don't think Loba would ever get a tattoo, though. I don't think she would.
No. You know what? I think you're right. There's not many people on this list where I'm like, I just can't picture him getting a tattoo. Surprisingly, Loba's one. The other one for me is Mirage.
Oh my god!
How did you get that?
Totally
Mirage wouldn't get a tattoo.
Are you kidding me?
What Mirage is going to get is a bunch of his buddies drawing on him with Sharpie instead.
No,
he'd
obviously get that. But Mirage is the guy that does the joke tattoos, where he has the actual camel on his toe, and he has the pork chop on his ribs. That dude's got all the joke tattoos. He's got the mustache.
He's got the cupcake on his ass.
The mustache finger. You know the everybody knows someone with the mustache finger. finger, right? Mm-hmm. Like, he's got all those.
I actually put Mirage as the dude who would get... You guys seen that meme where it's like the guy goes like this and says no regrets on the front?
Yeah.
That's Mirage to a T. And he does it ironically, though. Like, he did it as like a joke, but he did like the no regrets.
So I put for Mirage because he's so obsessed with himself. I said that he got a tattoo of himself clinking beers with himself on himself.
That would be a sick tat, actually.
That would be
honestly, if that was a real tattoo, I would not hate that. That would actually be a sick tattoo.
So it's like on his fucking chest. It's just him clinking beers with himself, just like right here.
He's also the guy who strikes me. Have you ever seen those dudes like who have tattoos of just their fucking name?
Yeah.
he strikes me as that
just
dude.
in case I forget.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, okay, that's his full last name on his body. Like, we didn't already know it. Yeah, I could see him being that guy as well. Yeah. He fits that description for me. He would definitely get a tattoo. But Brian, you're right though, in the fact that his friends would do that to him probably 5-6 times while he was growing up. Just
at least
Sharpie everywhere.
He's the guy that got a dick drawn on his face.
Yeah,
for sure.
And didn't know about it. On this list, there's not too many people I saw out here that I think would get face tats, except for one, and it would be Octane. Octane's the only guy I could see getting like
Octane
the Mike Tyson face tat on his face.
I said Caustic might. Or not Caustic. What am I saying? I said Gibraltar might.
Yeah, Caustic.
Gibraltar maybe.
I could see Gibraltar.
But
Gibraltar wouldn't get... I don't see it.
Gibraltar might get a face tat if he plans it out.
It might be really shitty. And he'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm going to get something from his own culture. Like, it's still going to be something that was pre-thought of, but it's going to be like, oh, that's a bad idea. It's one of those ones like, man, I kind of like the idea of that, but no, it's a fucking bad idea. I'm never going to do it. And then you get too shitty, like, why the fuck did I go through with that?
Yeah, I feel that.
It's one of those
maybe.
Gibby getting a face tat, it would be planned.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a drunken night.
Yeah,
so I put that Octane would get the Roadrunner tattooed on his abs.
That'd be cool.
That would be hilarious. I'd love that.
Kind of
I would love that.
No, I just really picture Octane with that fucking Mike Tyson.
I can see it.
Weird
I can super see it.
That is why he has golf.
Yeah, I can see Crypto with some like subtle face tat. Like he looks, because Crypto reminds me of a sad boy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
I could see him with like some sort of like risque like teardrop tattoo, but like not an actual teardrop, but like something in that position,
like
right
a little like skull or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like all the Lil rappers.
Yeah.
Or like some Roman numerals. Like,
I could see
Oliver Francis.
See, I could see the actual teardrop, and I can also picture Crypto, especially after that new skin that we saw. I could picture Crypto being fully tatted, having like full-blown upper body tats covering his whole arms, everything. The only things you can't see or that don't have tats are his hands, his neck, and his face.
Gib would just get a fat stomach tattoo, just like a huge, like a road hog fucking stomach tattoo, bro. Like just a crazy big ass stomach tattoo.
I had the same thing, except I had it for his back. I think if Gibraltar wakes up the next day from a drunken tattoo, he just got his whole back tatted in some weird fashion. That'd be like sick. It would just it wouldn't even be good.
Where's Gibraltar? Is Gibraltar actually Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if he just got all the islands.
Now, I didn't know people did this until recently, but people get branded. Like, people will brand themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one on my ass literally right now.
Really?
Wait, yeah, you want to see it?
Not really.
No.
Let me see
okay, he's going to show us anyway. Troy's pulling out his ass on...
It's too tight. He's got to undo his pants.
Oh, no.
No way.
Really? Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Bro, what?
Does that say Ton?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we did it with a curling iron.
You branded yourself?
Yeah, we did it. Each letter was a different trip.
So not only did you brand yourself, you
did
that
three times.
You did it 3 times.
I've also cauterized myself, so I'm pretty good about burning.
You branded yourself 3 different times.
And you spelled out Ton.
And you spelled out Ton.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to have to
girl
get that.
You're
I'm
not
gonna have to get, I'm either going to have to burn over it or tattoo over it. But
or
like,
you just
I don't really care.
Turn it into Tommy, and it's an old best friend that passed away from.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna tattoo a dude's name on my actual ass. Like that's way
worse.
That's even
harder. I was hoping we wouldn't think about it and would just be like, "Oh, that might not be a bad idea."
Absolutely not.
And it'd be that Gibraltar case. That
my
one drunk
guard.
like, oh, fuck.
I'm like 15 bankies away from not having that red flag go up.
We got 15 more bankies in there for you.
Well, either way, I think Rampart would be the one who gets branded with her logo on it. I don't think she'd get a traditional tattoo. I think she would just get branded with the R
she
logo.
Seems hardcore
awesome.
enough to do that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She would fucking do that in a heartbeat. Honestly, it might not even be like a drunken night for her. It might just be like she threw back like 3 bankies and was like, fuck it. Now, Caustic would wake up, and Caustic's would be, he did it himself when he was just blackout drunk. He just dripped like Papermate pen ink down a Bowie knife and was just stabbing himself in the arm.
Stick and poke.
Yeah, just doing it himself.
Papermate pen ink.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not even like a high quality ink. Just Papermate.
Papermate pen ink.
2 more. One, Pathfinder would get one, but it would be a Ghost Flame paint job.
Oh, no, I did have one for Pathfinder too.
He would wake up and be like, "Hi, friends. I feel really hot right now." And then
it's just graffiti.
Revenant was just an acid-dipped metal.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to kill himself, and he failed during the attempt, but he dipped himself in Caustic's acid.
No, I had yours, like you just said, Troy, with Pathfinder. He just got spray painted as he passed out on the side of the road or something. I actually put that people, like, throughout the night at the bar were just putting different car decals on him, like the one with the little boy pissing on, like, a Raiders logo. Like, they were just slapping it on him, and he didn't even know it was happening. He was too drunk to realize it, so they're just slapping fucking, like, logos on him and shit like that.
Did I ever tell
Baby on board. All good to go? All right, boys, that'll do it for the Raise Energy question of the week. Send us what you guys think each of these legends would get tattooed on them waking up from a drunken night. You guys sent me a bunch of DMs after we asked for it last week talking about your favorite places to land. We appreciate that. I interacted with a bunch of you guys talking about it. It was really cool to see some of your guys' insight and stuff like that, so thank you for doing that. Send me some DMs about what you think for the tattoos as well. Don't forget to head on down to repsports.com where you can use code BANNER for 15% off. All right, now, boys, these have probably become some of my favorite patch notes that I've ever read in the many, many, many patch notes that we have read throughout the seasons of this game. Got to be up there for me. There's so many awesome changes when it comes to legends, a lot of awesome changes when it comes to weapons, and just a lot of nice little interior changes that you wouldn't think would cause a whole lot of ruckus, but they do. They do cause a whole lot of ruckus. And it comes with a collection event, which is dope.
It's probably the best patch notes we've read since Season 5, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we talked about that before the show. Season 5 had some great ones. These ones are awesome. So let's start at the top, going through the Caustic Town Takeover. That's the first thing there. The collection event that comes with it, Bangalore's Heirloom as well. Now, I did play at the Caustic Town Takeover, and we said our farewells to water treatment last week, and I got to tell you guys this right here, right now. Not a bad place to land. It's actually really cool, and I'm sure once it cools down from, every fucking person in the game landing there, it'll be even better. But it's not as bad as I thought it was, or thought it was going to be. Very little, minimal damage comes from the little gas that's in there, and it's only on like certain areas, like on the bottom, and you can get some cool stuff from it. So I got like a gold armor from one of the little test subject things, which was sick. So you can get some good stuff in there, and honestly, it's not like when the gas is out you can't walk on it. It barely does any damage at all. It does like 5 tick damage.
It's only 5 tick damage. That's what he nerfed him to.
So there's really no problems with it. It makes water treatment have a lot more loot than it did before. There's a lot more areas to loot. Also, little tip here: because there's the town takeover, then there's like 4 little test subject areas on the outside. Uh-huh. There's a fan spinning on the top of them. You can land on the fans and you can hover and like fly from them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's pretty
That's pretty sick,
so,
honestly. So they got rid of the jump tower, but replaced it with a fan.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. So, and it's where the old ugly water used to be. All of those have become those little fans. So,
cool.
Pretty cool. Moving on to the next part of it, Nintendo Switch now has Apex Legends, which is fucking awesome. So Nintendo Switch back out, more platforms for people to play Apex Legends. I think the max output is 720, but I mean it's the Nintendo Switch, so I mean they're not looking for 1080.
No, they're not, and you can play it on the go, man, with the Nintendo Switch.
You got to say, man, like It's so weird how this game has worked, and I think when we started this podcast, we all kind of knew that, Apex isn't going to last forever. There's games on the horizon. At the time, Cyberpunk was looming over us. We had a new Call of Duty. All these things come out, and it's like, it's weird, but Apex, has just kept growing. And in this industry where games die really quickly, it hasn't wavered, man. It just keeps going. It's just keep moving in that direction. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize, you look at comments on social media, TikTok, all those places, when it comes to different BRs and stuff like that, everybody in the comments is talking about Apex. It's just weird how this whole thing has worked out, and now you got people who can now play it on the Switch. A lot of our friends, or people, I wouldn't say friends, girlfriends, stuff like that, people we know have been waiting to play it on the Switch because they watch us play it all day on our platforms and stuff like that. So now it's out on the Switch, which is pretty fucking cool.
It's gonna be pretty sick.
Please let me get put in a Switch lobby.
I know, that's what I was gonna say too. I wonder if they go into the crossplay.
Bro, I hope they do, because you know how many how easy those early lobbies are just going to get flooded with players that are just not up to par.
Yo.
No offense to Switch players. You might be a cracked player. It's just sadly the equipment that Switch has is just not up to par with what a PC has,
or even a console.
Even a traditional console like the.
Well, especially the consoles now, like the PS4 and the Xbox, they're pretty much right up there almost with PCs. Mm-hmm. So.
All right, so then after that, we have the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover with the heat shields and the brand new survival slot. So, if you guys aren't aware, there is a brand new survival slot where you can put these new heat shields as well as mobile respawn beacons. So now mobile respawn beacons don't take up a slot in your backpack, which is fucking awesome. There's a reason to pick them up now.
Amazing.
It's really cool. The heat shield is very badass. So the heat shield, the way it works is, it's basically a protective covering from the storm. When you're using the heat shield in the storm, you heal exponentially faster. When you look at these heat shields, when it comes to a professional perspective, yes, it's going to make those final circles in the ALGS so much more fun to watch. It's going to be insane because people are going to be in the storm healing up way faster, especially if they have cover. Now the heat shield does get damage taken away by the storm, and that multiplies based on which storm you're in. So the heat shield on the final circle, I think, only lasts 6 or 8 seconds, but that 6 or 8 seconds is chaos if you're watching it from the pro perspective.
And I also want to point out that it only gives you that health and speed regen boost while it's in the actual storm.
Yeah,
if your heat shield is you throw down mid-fight, it will do nothing for you unless you're inside the storm.
Yeah, you have to be inside the storm.
Oh, so it doesn't do anything if you just throw it on the ground?
It doesn't do shit. And if you just throw it on the ground in the middle of the map, it doesn't do anything. You have to be in the storm for it to actually benefit you.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's actually really big.
That's really balanced.
Well,
in that sense.
It is.
I thought that they gave everybody a Gibraltar dome.
No,
they could just throw.
Doesn't. No, and it also doesn't.
You get shot through it, too.
Yeah,
you get shot through it, but I mean, even being able to res people faster and heal faster in it, you'd still hella use it.
This thing is sick.
Which, to be honest, you really need that in the later rounds for the health, for that health regen, especially. If you're trying to get out of the storm, how many times have you died on the edge of a storm? Because you mean Dallin, you guys died on the edge of the storm. We died
on the edge of the storm on a game that we easily could have won.
Oh,
it was
easily.
So frustrating.
We were the dominant team in that lobby, and we died on the edge of the storm because we just couldn't get a heal off in time. Mm-hmm. That's all it was, and this changes all of that.
Opinions on this, 100% this heat shield is badass. There's nothing wrong with this at all. It's so cool to have this mechanic in the game because now you can actually use this tactically in the storm, get some heals off. The fights with this thing are intense. I've already had a few of them. They're really cool, very interesting to be a part of, especially late game. There's the more you do stuff like this, and I talked with Kyle about this over the week, the more you... it kind of reminds me of Halo. Halo had all those things you could pick up and you could use in a game. There was the health drain, there was the regen, there was the bubble shield, there was all this stuff. Now, some of that stuff is already in the Legends, but adding things like this that make the fighting more interesting, dude, fuck yeah. Add that all day long. All day long.
The way I'm thinking about it, too, is, in professional play or maybe even just in ranked, each of your teammates is holding one of these shields, and you can you could survive even the last one just by throwing one down, healing up, and then running, and then your next person throws down another one, and then you just move from bubble to bubble till you get into the final circle.
Well, that's remember, it makes fighting so interesting.
Each player looks like they can stack 2 of them.
So these heat shields, man, anything that you can add, any mechanic you can add to make the fights more interesting in a game where the fights are already pretty interesting, even more so now that the Mastiff is gone. Go fuck yourself, Mastiff. It's even better. So I really love this. Let's talk a little bit about the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, which is part of the reason why these heat shields are here. Randomly throughout the map, it'll a mini storm will spawn, and you will like. The cool thing that is interesting about this takeover is that the legends will let you know when one's coming. And like before it even pops up on the screen, they'll even say too, like when you first land, the legends will say something like, "Oh, we're safe here. There's going to be no fucking rings popping up, whatever they're actually called." But they know. So like having those voice lines prepared, it shows me a level of preparation that they had for this takeover that I'm really excited about, especially when it comes to future legends. I think there's got to be a legend with some sort of ability like this, because if the voice lines are already integrated, tell me that they haven't put a lot more thought into this.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
Maybe it's maybe a legend, or maybe just like some new game mode or something that they can just throw out. You know what I mean?
And I mean, they've played around with the ring damage significantly as the course of this game has gone on. Mm-hmm. One thing I want to point out is because this is a 2-week event, mm-hmm. right? As the weeks go on, or as we fade into next week, the frequency and size, and apparently the power of these rings, of these heat flashes, I'm going to say. What are they called?
I don't even know.
I'm going to call them a heat flash. As the flares.
Yeah, flares.
The relevance of these flare-ups throughout the map are going to become more and more relevant over the next week and a half, which means, to me, that looks like you're collecting data. Mm-hmm. That looks like as a Respawn, as a company, you're looking at it going, I'm collecting data. And just like we had Flashpoint with being the test for Watson's
new passive
that we're getting him the health regen. We had Horizon's ability inside the game before it launched. We've had, who else did we have in there that before it launched? We had a ton of different
Evo shields before they came out. But yeah, this is definitely testing for something. It could be a new legend, could be a new game mode, but something's being tested. The frequency, like Brian said, will go up. Also, pro tip for anybody who still has yet to play the Apex since the thing dropped, make sure you know if a flare pops up while you're already in the storm, avoid it. It'll do double damage while you're in there. So
that's insane.
Do not go in there. And these things look small on the map. They're fucking huge. They're way bigger than they look on the map. You can't if you throw a heat shield inside of one, you still have a great distance to go before you get to the end. That is the new event. I'm actually really excited for it. It's pretty fun. Like I said, it makes combat more interesting, especially late game. Won a game because of it, but I'm sure it'll lose you a game as well. Just be on the up and up. Be careful, pay attention, listen to the characters' voice lines. They'll let you know when something's coming. The next thing, no-fill matchmaking. So
let's go, baby.
Every single BR has pretty much had no-fill matchmaking except for Apex up until now. Now, if you want to drop by yourself into duos to warm up or to do something like that, very interesting. There's a lot of times
if you just got big balls and you want to do single trios.
Yeah, if you have gigantic nuts, then you can do that as well. But I will say this, I didn't think about this till today, but it's going to help you out if you're playing duos and you're trying to avoid like a loot goblin or something, somebody who's just taking everything from you. That could be helpful, just helping out. I think content creators can do a lot with this, a lot more than I think we can, but it's good nonetheless. It's just another option. Now, if you go into ranked, only 6 no-fill matchmaking slots will be allowed rather than the bunch, but it also helps out people who don't no-fill matchmake too, because you just get a lot of random solo kills, which are hilarious. Like, it just makes me laugh. It does kind of mess with the integrity of the way that this BR is set up, but to me, kills are kills, and I fucking love getting kills. So
Agreed. So
that's my thing. So no-fill matchmaking, I think it just adds to the dimensions of the game. I think it should have been in there. Now it is. So that's good. The Chaos Theory collection event also comes with cosmetics. Like we all fucking love. We love them to death. And it came with a rewards tracker. If you guys haven't checked out the rewards tracker, 2 of the sickest skins that you get for free just by playing the game I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
The last one is a Kraber skin.
Is that a Kraber skin?
Yeah, and then the one before that is an Eva 8,
and
which,
that one's lit,
dude,
too.
fucking awesome. Like, both of them are sick. The Kraber, way more sick. I wish it was maybe a different color, but it's still dope.
Also, all these charms are hella dope.
I know.
I looked at all the charms, dude. Like, the fucking Lifeline bot with the skull on it, like that's hella lit, and then the shield with the skull face. Oh, dude, it's so cool.
This collection event has some of the best skins I've ever seen. The Revenant skin bangs me hard,
dude. It's so sick.
It's so sick, and I knew that one was coming because it was in the
it was in the other
pass.
Event, yeah.
No, it was in the battle pass. You could see his thing, and I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
Yeah.
But that Revenant skin is sick. I gotta say, my favorite skin out of this whole thing is the Rey Mysterio crypto skin. Gotta be the best one. That's gotta be the best one. He's got the Fu Man shoe going off of his face. Like, dude, gotta be the best one. It looks like he's wearing a championship belt, too.
I gotta say, actually, my personal favorite is actually this Loba skin, because I think this is the best gold Loba skin we've ever gotten.
She's been getting shafted with skins.
What do you think about that jiggle mechanics?
No, the jiggle mechanics, they should have gone to her butt.
They should have gone to the ass, but it's okay.
It's okay. We'll take the hat.
Yeah, we'll take the hat. Loba had a great one, and this is probably her first, like, okay, there's no doubt that this is a great
This
skin.
is the best gold skin she's ever had.
Yeah, there's probably no doubt in my mind. I can't think of anything off the top of my mind. All of them, she has either awful makeup or they just made her look like a dweeb.
This one, she doesn't even have bad makeup. Like, she looks badass.
She's just badass all the way through. Troy, you got a favorite skin from this one?
It's tough. I really think that they did a great job with the Loba skin. And the teal in that color scheme is my favorite color. So that one is really good. I think if in the previous special event they didn't have such a good Watson skin, the Conquistador Watson skin would be my favorite.
Yeah.
But I really love what they did with Loba.
That one is really cool as well. Brian?
I'm looking at them right now. You know what? Out of all of them, are we just talking legends or are we talking the guns too?
You can say guns.
I'm actually really liking the way that Mastiff looks.
Yeah, the Mastiff looks awesome, and it sucks.
Sick.
It sucks that it's gone, or it comes out when it sucks now. But
well, I mean, like it doesn't
suck. It's just different.
It's just you have to play it different. You have to get them down to the last shot, and then it's one of the best one-shot guns.
It probably should have already been in this game, but okay.
Yeah, it should have been. It's in the position it probably should have been now.
Yeah, you know what else is really interesting that I like about how they're doing these events now is you have the full thing that shows you everything. You have on the next page there's the bundles, and then next to the bundles there's little tiny, like, not crazy skins, but they're interesting for like small amounts of Apex coins. And from that last event, the 2-year anniversary, I got a really cool R301. I got a really cool flatline from just spare points, right?
Yeah.
This one, there's a really cool race skin right now, and there's a really cool race skin with another Wingman skin. Very cheap, like. Very cool, though. Like, I like how they're doing that now. They're like, listen, maybe you can't get a big bundle. Grab yourself a nice little race skin for 500 coins.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
fucking lit, though. Like, I like that race skin.
Yeah, so I really like how they're doing that now, where they're adding in, like, cheaper options, so you don't have to, like, break the bank to get something from the event. Yeah. Very cool. Bangalore also has an heirloom.
It's actually kind of cool.
It's neat-ish.
It's pretty cool.
You know, actually,
honestly.
I'm watching some of the animations for it right now, and it's actually pretty cool.
Might
She's
become
got quite a few different
honestly.
grips for it. We've always said Bangalore's fun as hell to play.
She is.
She's not the greatest. She's just fun as hell, and she needs to see a buff at least once in her fucking life. But
Bangalore tattoo, the season 1 patch notes. So yeah, I think all these skins are really cool. This is a great collection event as cosmetics wise as well. I think it just really hits it out of the park. The one quaff I have is the fucking cool Wingman skin is in a bundle with Caustic, and that's the only way you can get the Wingman skin is buying the Caustic bundle, which sucks.
Yeah, well, and I also feel like Caustic isn't like the cowboy type, so the fact that they made him all like cowboy, I'm like, man, that just doesn't like fit you, dog.
It's just, I don't even know if it's a cowboy hat. It's just a weird hat. He's just not a type of guy to wear hats. Like, he's just not a hat guy.
I don't think so. I think like you go to your son's baseball game, you're not wearing a hat. Like,
no,
you know,
not
like,
him. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like other people, yeah. Him, no.
No,
he's got his hairstyle so figured out,
Yeah, he's rocking the 40-year-old metal band haircut,
Yeah, so you don't want to be ruining that with a hat.
No.
Anyway, let's move on to my favorite part of these patch notes. The legend updates, starting with big boy Caustic, that fucking fart piece of shit. Here we are. Nox gas grenade cooldown increased from 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes, and then the damage is a flat rate on the Nox gas, 5 HP per tick, rather than ramping up from 6 to 12 the longer you're in the gas. Go fuck yourself, Caustic.
Honestly, but it's an insane nerf because you went from 6 HP to 12 for every single time that you stayed in the gas. From every tick, it just ticked up all the way until it hit 12. You're telling me it just goes from that to not even 6. It wasn't even like the bottom. It wasn't like we're just gonna leave it at 6. Like no, we're gonna move the bottom down to 5, and then you just stay at 5.
I respect it. Go good riddance. Goodbye. See you later. See you later, Caustic. Goodbye. But here's what I will say about Caustic. It wasn't that I hated him in general. It's more that I hated how strong he was and how easy it was to play him. And I've been telling a lot of our Caustic mains inside the Grab My Banner Discord, if you continue to play Caustic and you play him at a high level, I will respect a Caustic that I come across who dumpsters me now. Before I was like, okay, well, you just use the gas and it was so easy. I literally I couldn't walk anywhere. Now, it's kind of the same thing as like when you see a really good Bangalore or you see a really good Lifeline. It's like their abilities don't really like, I mean, Lifeline's heal or revive thing is really good, but let's take Bangalore for instance, right? Her kit is still useful, but like for a person who's really good with Bangalore, it makes her even more useful, and you respect somebody who can use a legend like that and still do well. Same thing with this Caustic thing, right?
Yeah, I always look back to Caustic before he got all of his buffs. An aggressive Caustic was one of the scariest fucking things in this game. When you're just doing your shit, you're held up in a building, whatever it is, and all of a sudden that Caustic comes through, the stun is still crazy strong. Mm-hmm. That stun is on its own enough to kill a team. Because if you're a better shot, they're slow, whatever it is, you catch them off guard, you can still kill a team with this. It's not like they can completely go out like... It's not like you can completely kill them with this, but this with applied pressure on the other team is a kill. That is a squad wipe.
And that's the point, though, right? You're not supposed to be able to kill a full team with, like, an ability. The point of the game is to be, have good gun skill, have good movement, be able to use those together to, to take on teams and get kills along with positioning and stuff like that. With Caustic, it was like, I will sit in this building. I will put gas everywhere, and I will win. And that's what happened, dude.
Well, it really did.
Well, like,
it was Sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
There was so many times in ranked where we would kill the entire team except for the Caustic, and the Caustic would gas up a building, and we'd be like, fuck that dude. Like, we're just going to leave.
We would literally leave.
Yeah,
there's no point.
We're going to get third-partied. By the time that gas clears up, we're just going to leave.
The amount of time... Caustic, there's a huge thought to Caustic, and this is going to linger for a while. If you play Caustic, this isn't going to go away because the fear of Caustic has just been established in so many players in this community. But there's a whole, playstyle to Caustic. Let's get in a fight. We'll draw out the fight as long as we can. They'll get third party because it's harder to push us. And then we'll third party the team that third partied them.
Yeah, and that's what happens.
That's what happens. And people are still going to fall for that. People still don't want to push into a stun. Same thing with Watson right now. Like when you see a Watson fence, you're like, man, it sucks, but I don't want to push into a fence,
Well, yeah, and then on top of that, a good Caustic would set up gas in the house, and so even if you get them low, and you push them, a good Caustic can set up a barrel and just barrel peek you, use it as cover, and just barrel peek and Mastiff you to death. Yeah. So while you're slow and they're not. And
that was the other thing too. It's like, well, if you're going to take on a Caustic, you better have the Mastiff, and it's like, well, he might have one too, and it's hard to see him. So Caustic mains out there, I know it's probably a tough day for you, but I would honestly be happier if I was a Caustic main and it took this massive of a nerf. Maybe I would be upset that they created a new floor for him. But other than that, I think it's a good nerf because you can still use this, but you still have to be good at the game. Like before, you did not have to know what you were doing to play Caustic and play him well. There's plenty of clips on the internet to show you that. Now you got to still have that skill, and you get a little bit of an added bonus of having a those gas chambers with you. I think he fits into a slot right now with Fuse, right? Where they have like very useful things that are about him, but you have to be really good with both of those legends to be able to use them properly.
And I want to emphasize on what I was saying earlier. It's no longer just the gas will kill the team. It's the gas plus pressure that kills the team, which I don't think you should ever just have an ability, a tactical ability that kills a team. Mm-hmm. If you're applying pressure on that, they can't do that. And that's the whole idea behind it, I think, is that they want to force that engagement from the Caustic team and make it so they can't just sit back and wait
let
for
the gas do the work, basically.
Well, wait for the gas and the third party do the work for them.
Yeah,
they have
the ensuing.
They want the Caustic team to have to fight that.
Yes. So then we move on to the next legend change, and this one we had been expecting, but I'm glad it actually happened. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to actually come through. Pathfinder has removed low profile. It just makes sense. Like it just
Pathy got the shackles off, baby. He got the shackles off.
It just makes sense.
Let Path fly, bro.
Yeah.
Just give him fucking wings. Let him fly. I'm so happy about this shit.
He didn't deserve it. I know why they gave it to him originally, because at the time he needed it. Now he doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. It hasn't made sense. It's gone now. I think this is a great buff for him. And it's something so little, but it's so big at the same time.
Well, now that we see that Wraith's out of the meta kind of at the moment, I wonder if Pathfinder now makes his way into the meta.
Well, see, and this is what I wanted to talk about too. It seems like with all these changes, what they're doing is they're taking the choice from themselves on what legends you should pick, and they're giving the choice to you. They say, listen, you can use Pathfinder. You know, now he's balanced enough to where he's okay. Wait, is he really good? No. Mm-hmm. Think about what legend is really good after this patch notes right now.
Horizon.
She's decent. Horizon's decent. Octane's decent. But you can still run a team with Wraith, Gibraltar, Watson if you want to. All these legends, they're more easily pickable. It's not like there's 99% Wraith, 99% Gibraltar, 99% Watson. Now it's like you can pick and choose where you want to go. They're saying, listen, we're making it to where you guys get to pick. Would you guys rather have, like, think about it this way. There's no legend where it's like we have to make somebody on this team play a specific legend. Now it could be like Wyatt can play Lifeline, and we can still do decently well if you play Bloodhound and I play this or whatever. You can make that.
At this point in the game, after this patch notes, I'm willing to say that there is no must pick in the game.
Let's move on to Gibraltar. He got 15% faster heal in his dome before. No longer. He doesn't get that. Now it is basically just a dome of protection from shots or a way to move forward on teams.
And faster res.
You do get faster res still as well. They also added in the nerf to his gun shield. So the nerf they originally were going to put out and were working on, and then they took out, they did put it in today. So gun shield bleed through is available right now. It has been happening, but they are having some bugs. There's some bugs with it. So I haven't been playing Gibraltar. I'm going to wait until they have that fixed. It's mostly with shotguns, which is probably the most frustrating way to die. So I'm just going to avoid that for my health. I think that would be best for me. But I think this is good. I honestly didn't think the fast heals inside the dome were very useful because you'd have to start your heal right when the bubble dropped because it didn't really last that long anyway. So maybe you get one faster heal in, not too much other than that.
And even then it's 15%, which is like point something of a second depending on which heal you're popping.
And to be honest, at this point, just run into the storm and drop the fucking heat shield.
Yeah, you might as well do that.
Exactly. Which I think the reason they might have done that is heat shield plus dome.
Might have done.
Might have been insane.
Might have became very, very strong. So they might have just had an issue with that and removed that to see how it plays out. But they did mention they are willing to bring this back if they get that gun shield bleed through down to a science.
Yeah. We move on to Horizon. The black hole cooldown time is now 3 minutes rather than 2. And then she had a finisher. They made the finisher go up a little longer, so it takes longer for her to do the finisher. But the black hole needed to be nerfed. It just came out way too fast. Like, you were getting him every single fight. It was very easy to use. And I think The biggest complaints, at least at the pro level, were with Caustic and with Horizon, just because of how quickly she got her ult and how she can strafe. If you take away one of those things, I feel like that's a win. And they took away one of those things.
They took away the black hole, which, if you're going to take away one thing from the character, the strafe is fucking annoying, but that's just something that's a part of her kit that makes her good. So by all means, keep that. But the fact that they nerfed the black hole, I'm very happy about, honestly.
Yeah, it just came out too often. We move on to Revenant. His silence now disables Mirage, is cloaked revive and respawn, as well as Octane Swift Mend, so he can no longer heal over time. That's a huge buff to Revenant, but I think it's much more of a nerf to Octane players when they're around Revs. Yeah. Because especially as we've seen in Ranked, you're seeing a lot of teams using the Octane and the Revenant together. Now you're having a lot of teams clash like that. It's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic works out.
Well, and it's for 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
This is one of the only things in this patch notes I'm actually not a fan of. And I'm fine with the Octane part. But you really have to do that to Mirage?
Bro.
Mirage needs all the fucking help he can get.
Honestly.
Dude, why'd you have to do that to Mirage? It didn't, is it that bad realistically? No, because you don't run into that situation often. But man, that's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty.
It's honestly just to help you find the Mirage, which if you have ears, you could probably find him anyway.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're hitting the Mirage with a silence, a spray of a 99 across the flat ground there, you're probably still going to find him. I don't know. I think it's unneeded in that part, but I guess.
Yeah. Poor Mirage. Like you said, though, it's not a situation that pops up very often. Yeah,
that's just me being I have to pick something that I don't like, and this is one of the things that I don't like. And if that's what I don't like, this is a pretty damn good patch notes.
Yeah, for sure. And then we move on to Watson. Now, Watson has a new passive where she shield regens at 0.5 health points per second, half of Octane's current health regen rate. So Watson, once again, now this adds, like we said, it's like they're on a plane here to make every legend balanced enough to where anybody can play anything and it would be good, right? She was below the line. Now she moves up. Right, so now she's in a good spot right here.
I want her to get up to where Octane is at right now, to where she gets it 1 every second. If she got to that point, I think she'd be a hell of a lot better.
Mm-hmm. That kind of scares me just because when she drops turret.
Or you mean drops ult?
When she drops her pylon.
Yeah,
she would heal even. That pylon already heals pretty quick.
But it does go away now.
It does go away, but it still heals pretty quick, and she's able to stack ult accelerants and things like that. I think it's fine. All this does is it makes you not have to waste your pylon to heal yourself. So that's what's going through my head. But that being said, you guys know I am so fucking excited for this Watson buff. I will let you guys know again if Watson continues this path or if Watson gets that fucking saber for a heirloom, I'm never playing another legend.
Yeah.
You're just Watson.
No, honestly, I'm a Watson only.
Honestly,
I agree.
You
should start playing Watson now, honestly.
Bro, I started playing her last night just to get ready. I was already planning on it.
Here's the thing. I actually agree with Kyle. I think if they did it 1 HP a second, I don't see a problem with that. Her pylon's so fucking easy to shoot. It's so easy to get rid of. It goes away itself anyway. If you know that she's healing at that point, then it's really easy to just get rid of it. I really don't see a problem with it at all. Especially if they added in something where it's if it's cracked, you have to use a shield cell to get the regen to start going again or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it at all.
I think that the buff that Watson actually needs for her to become meta-relevant type deal again is her pylon. It needs to have more health. I don't care if it goes away, whatever the timer, it can be on a timer. I have no issue with that. But it needs to have because everyone understands that. If you see a Watson pylon, by the way, just shoot it. Shoot the shit out of it. It's a priority target for you. Just know that. So if you see it, shoot it. That being said, Watson's pylon, for her to be relevant, needs at least 50% more health on it.
Yeah. Either way, Watson, she's getting better. She's slowly getting towards that line of being able to be used again. For so long, she was like a must pick. You had to have her. And so now, at least in high level ranks, you had to have her. Now, she's getting back to that point, but once again, it's more of like, well, you can pick the Watson, or you can go ahead and use, the Pathfinder or the Octane or the Gibraltar. You can switch everything. There's so much more fluidity.
You can do the stupid bum rush tactic with Revenant, Octane, and Crypto or Revenant, Octane, and Bloodhound.
And there's so many options. Yeah.
Well, the thing I like about this Watson buff is they said the number one problem with her was that you couldn't solo queue with her. You really needed a team to kind of go with her, and this kind of pushes her a little bit towards the solo queue legend point, because now you have an ability that just helps you solely. It doesn't help your team at all in any way, shape, or form. It just helps you.
Yeah. And so that helps her out big time. We move on to Rampart. Explosive damage amped cover normally. Explosives damage amped cover normally, I should say, instead of inflicting 200 damage on just being near it. And then explosive damage to Sheila, they do it normally instead of inflicting 175 right off the rip. They talked about how when they were releasing Rampart, they thought she was going to be way more powerful than she actually is. So this is just basically something I think they were lowering it back down to what it should be. All right, weapon update time. Let's get into all of the things with weapons, starting with the gold weapons. All gold AR and LMG default optics updated to the 2x bruiser.
Let's go.
About fucking time.
Yeah.
Jeez, get that 3 to 4 times scope. I think they just realized people hate variables and said, okay, I'm tired of the complaints.
It's the variable is just annoying because, especially if you're playing controller, you accidentally click the zoom in thing all the time, or click off the zoom all the time, and then it just fucks your shit up. Like, it just makes you mad.
Well, I realized that I have to get good with the bruiser because like it's honestly one of the best objects in the game, and I was like, man, I suck with this thing. I was like, I just have to start using it because I have to figure out where it goes, because it's like, it's the optic. It's 2x is perfect. It's not too far. It's not too close. And it just gives you that right amount of like range.
Here you go. You ready? For single fire guns, make them wear a hat. And I know, like when you look at the bruiser, it's got that triangle. Mm-hmm. Make that triangle be the person's hat, and you'll hit a headshot. That's it right there.
Okay, thank you for the tip, Brian. I appreciate the tip.
Now, that being said, I can't do it.
But well, you shoot silhouettes. and
yes, but I understand theory very well.
Yeah. We move on to Mastiff. The pellet damage decreased from 13 to 11. Go fuck yourself. Fire rate increased from 1 to 1.1. Go fuck yourself. Hey, Mastiff, go fuck yourself. How about that?
So now the Mastiff, the highest it can hit you for is 102. It's not too often you're going to get hit 2-shot with the Mastiff, and like if they hit all body shots, it's only like 88 damage, I think. So they literally have to shoot you 3 times with the Mastiff.
Yep. And I think that anybody who had been playing consistently over the last few weeks knew, even if you liked the Mastiff, even if you were good with it, you knew that this is just not in the spirit of this particular BR. It's just very frustrating to get 2-shot and die in a game that's supposed to be higher TTK to one gun that everybody uses. It just made the fights very boring and very like bleh. Like it just sucked. The Mastiff, it's in a much better place now. Like I said earlier, it's balanced. I still used it. I still got kills with it today, but it didn't feel like a cheat. It didn't feel like I was just stealing. It was more like I had put so much damage on this guy, quick swap, shot, dead. We move on to the Wingman. 1 bullet to every magazine size, including base.
I think we're all happy about that.
Yeah, I think the Wingman deserves... That's a skill gun. That gun is a skill gun. If you're good with the Wingman, you're good, man.
So wait, is it 6 bullet base now?
Yep, 6 bullet base.
Oh, it's back to OG, bro.
It's back to OG. Well, not complete. Not complete. If it was back to OG complete.
That fire rate. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if this Wingman takes the role of that Mastiff.
It won't be as good. It'll require more skill, but somebody who's really good at the game will fuck your shit.
And Skull Piercer is now one of the scariest things in the game. Hearing that Skull Piercer sound is going to be like, I don't want to push that guy.
I might want to stay away.
Yeah, like let's not.
We move on to the Hemlock, the increased hip fire spread. I mean, it was too easy to hip fire with the Hemlock. It was so easy.
You could literally hip fire from so far away, and the spread was so small that you would easily hit at least 2 of the 3 bullets every time.
I mean, the Hemlock Hemlock's still really fucking good. This nerf doesn't really change how good it is. Like, it's still an amazing gun, especially when you get a good sight on it and you're shooting at range. It will melt people, so it's still a very good gun. Don't discount the Hemlock.
It just keeps it in the range category, though, so you can't use it as, like, the long-range and the short-range gun. You use it now just as the long-range gun. It's like the 30-30.
So then we move on. That will just about round it out for the weapon changes. Not too many, but the big one that we all wanted to see was the Mastiff getting nerfed, and it did, so that was good. We move on to quality of life stuff, and fucking hell, there's a lot of that. The Kings Canyon loot has been updated, so there's a lot more loot across the map. This is our second time that we've had to beg and plead for Kings Canyon to have more loot. Remember, early on, Kings Canyon didn't have enough loot.
It was awful.
It was really bad. They fixed it again, and now they do it again because they destroyed,
I haven't played it yet. How does it feel?
Feels good. I had a gun every time I walked into a fight. They also added on the locked weapon optic swapping for the fully attached guns like the red weapons or like the gold one. I think it's just the red ones. You can replace this sight.
No, it's red and gold ones.
Red and golds, except for the Kraber, which makes sense. But huge because everybody. I think this will make it a lot easier for people who want to pick up a gun like the Peacekeeper, or like the Prowler or whatever. If I could put a 1x on both of those, I'm rocking and rolling. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, sometimes you'd get the gold snipers, and you'd be like, yay, bro, I got a gold sniper. Oh, but it's got this 4 to 8 times scope that I'm never going to use.
But it's a digital threat scope. Like, it's fine. Because you can have a Bangalore on your team that launches it a mile away.
That scope is fucking has the lazy eye as well.
Yeah,
that scope, you're hitting directly on them, and it's not going where you're shooting, and that was annoying as fuck as well. That one had the lazy eye.
That's one where I was like, I got the gold Sentinel, and I was like, yeah, I got the Sentinel, but it's not the Sentinel because it's not going to hit worth the shit.
It's going to hurt. It's not going to hit anything in sight. They also, and this is the best one, and they added something that I don't think they put in the patch notes, but it was fucking... Oh, they did. I just read it right now. Assists in casual play. You can now see your assists on the screen. I don't know why it took so long for that to be something in casual play, but now you can be playing a game and not feel like you've done nothing with 0 kills, even though you know that you did all the damage on like 3 of the teammates that or the 3 enemies.
And Nox have been
they also added Nox to the end of the match. So when you finish the match, it shows at the top of your little thing. Now it shows the Nox. So now this is really like an indicator of like when you're playing a game, sometimes you walk out of a game with like 1 or 2 kills, even though you know that you did a lot of that shit. It'll show you the knocks that you got, even if the lifeline reses them. It'll show the assists that you got. It'll show everything in casuals.
Listen, you fuckers.
This is a big buff.
No, I'm looking.
Listen,
I'm
you
here
fuckers.
to prove you guys wrong.
Listen, you fuckers. Now you get to fucking see that I actually contribute rather than just poking damage.
Nope.
You're going to see my assists.
You get to see all the kills
I
steal.
Yeah, I'm going to see your knocks, but you're going to see all assists by me. You're going to see 1,700 damage, 2 kills, and 6 assists.
You're going to see 0 knocks, 8 kills.
Brian, all your fucking assists are from people tripping over you when you're down. That's your fucking
What if you
assist.
got an assist for that? That'd be so sick. Now, the other cool thing is, if you're playing with people inside of your club, all 3 of the members are inside of your club, and you get a win, it'll now say your club's name is the champion, which is also a nice little thing. So it would say, grab my banner is the champion.
We got to get a dub.
Yeah, we got to get a dub to have that.
We got to get a lot of the guys in our lobby to get a dub. If we have guys in our club to get dubs consistently, and all you're seeing is, grab my banner is the champion, you know how much fucking rage and people are going to be like, what the fuck's going on with these guys?
Who's grabbed my banner?
Who's grabbed my banner? I want to kick their fucking ass. Yeah, come try it, dude. We will take you on the lobby. We'll box you to death. Don't give a shit.
Exactly. Now, some other things. The gold backpack, now people who are revived with it will have like a little crackle of energy, and there's going to be like noise and audio from the legends letting you know that it's a gold backpack. That's something really cool. Very small, but it's very cool. Lots of these quality of life changes are very good. In fact, all of them are really fucking good. Except for one. And and I've dealt with it today, and it was probably the toughest day of my life. I can no longer inspect my my heirloom that I spent a lot of money to get. I can no longer inspect my my little weapon skins that I spent so much money to get. I can, but I have to go through a scroll wheel. And then I was like, oh, well, if they just made inspect its own button on the customizable buttons thing, I'll just do that. No, they didn't do that. So you literally have to do some weird fucking witchcraft to inspect your heirloom and your weapon skin. If they don't change that by Season 9, I'm going to go outside of Respawn Entertainment's headquarters with a lot of signs and I'm going to be picketing out front. I'll stay there till I die. I will literally sit there until I'm fucking dead until I can get my inspect back. So let me look at my heirlooms.
Would you be satisfied with this? Because right now, from my understanding, it's on the quip wheel, right? What if it went to the hollow spray line? Because the hollow spray for me, with my setup, is if I teabag, right? Basically just crouch spam teabag, I can tap on my controller. It would be circle for PlayStation or B for Xbox. If I tap that, then it'll throw out my hollow spray, or it will say my voice line, whatever it is. Whatever I have the top one on there, if you just spam it, it'll do that action.
Let me just get rid of the quip wheel. Like, can let me have that option. I'm not throwing those fucking sprays out. I'm not saying voice lines. Let me just give it an option to be a separate thing. So, like, let there be, like, say, inspect, and then a button you can attach to that inspect. Every other game has that. Like, you get inspecting is its own entity. So just let me map a button on my controller to inspect, and my inspect button would be down, and I wouldn't have the quip wheel on it at all because I don't use the quip wheel. Like, I'm not throwing shit out.
It's like you're unlocking a fucking vault.
Exactly.
It's
like I'm doing a puzzle just to look at it. Now, PC players, I think they can just. They have an inspect.
They just bind it to whatever
they can spine. Yeah. So that fucking blows, but. You know, I don't want to switch to PC, so just give me one inspect button that I can bind somewhere.
I think as long as they just let you free map your controller and you could just bind it to whatever the fuck you wanted, I think
it's the easiest fix. It is the easiest fix. So that'll just about do it for the patch notes. These guys, I gotta say, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. Like I said, I played it today. It was fun as shit. I had a great time.
Honestly, immediately after this show's over, I'm going to start downloading it.
Yeah, it was badass. It was badass. All right, boys, let's head on down to the gambling segment of the show and round it out, and we will see you guys on the other side. All right, we are here ready to go for the gambling segment of the week. And actually, Troy, Brian, we have a customer in here today. This is the Grab My Banner Bank. No. The Grab My Banner Credit Union. This is the Grab My Banner Credit Union.
Yeah, we're not for profit.
We're not for profit. And we have a customer asking for a loan because he is
a little bitch.
Yeah, we have a customer here, and he's completely out of money, and he has a business proposition, and he wants to talk to us about it. And so let's bring him in. Let's see what he has to offer here.
Hello. My name's Kyle. I'm 25 years old. And I'm here to ask for a loan.
Okay, Kyle, thanks for coming in. We appreciate your time today. You look nice.
Thanks, I dressed up.
Let's talk a little bit about this loan you want.
Like shit.
What?
Hey, listen.
He kind of does look like shit.
Hey, shut up. Listen,
I take that into account when I'm going to loan.
Well, because it's a loan. You can't just be giving loans out to bums.
Exactly. I can't give it a loan out to a bum. They have
hey,
to
listen, you guys look like bums.
This is a conversation between us right now.
Whoa.
Hold on. You're on the other side of the glass.
You're on the other side of the glass.
You can't hear us right now. Doesn't he kind of look like he huffs paint?
A little bit. Like Charlie from Always Sunny.
Bum. Yeah. Okay. Charlie.
It's Charlie. Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Right. Sorry. That was a quick sidebar.
Continue. There you go.
Sorry, I wasn't aware that we were going to take 20 minutes doing this thing. Honestly, I think you guys.
Yeah, we need a sidebar.
He doesn't know how a business proposition works.
Listen,
he's also a Ducks fan. So that means that he's perpetually stuck in childhood.
Yeah.
Questionable judgment.
Yeah, very questionable.
All right. Sorry about that.
There we go.
Continue.
All right. So, I'm just going to shoot out of the game.
Sidebar.
Okay, one more time. Sorry about this. Sorry.
Yeah. This guy looks like Derek Carr, man. He's not reliable.
Dude,
clearly, he's going to get injured way too easy.
Yeah. Too bad he got signed to another contract.
Shut the fuck up. You're not on this side of the glass.
Hey, listen, he might not be reliable, but what I can say is he will have one great season.
He's just a few shades of eyeliner away from looking exactly like him. Does that not scare you a little bit?
It scares me a lot.
Question: if we buy him eyeliner, even if he gets hurt, does he still get paid?
Absolutely.
No. Okay. All right. We're back. All right.
I'm with Troy on this one.
Let's go with the proposition here. We like what we've seen from you so far.
Good.
So let's talk a little bit about this. What are you asking for a loan for? And
Well,
why should we give it to you?
You should give it to me because I'm the best at this table, honestly. The rest of these guys are all trash. They've literally never won a championship in their life.
What the fuck, dude? I have 2 championships.
I think
you're the only one at this table who's never won.
Exactly, they're all dog shit. And
okay, sidebar, real quick. This guy does. He's just
dude. He's definitely huffing paint.
100%.
He's in a paint. This guy
so unprepared.
Let's find out how much is he asking for.
Okay,
let's see. Because if he's asking for like 2 bones, I might be able to give him 1. Let's see what he wants.
Okay, let me talk to you a little bit, Kyle. We really like what you've brought here. We love your presentation, and you're very fired up about this, and we appreciate.
Was that the whole presentation?
With fire. How much are you asking for, and what exactly do you need it for?
1,000 bones.
You're asking for 1,000 bones.
Dude, get the Sharpies out of your nose, you degenerate fuck.
We apologize for him. Let's do a quick sidebar. What were you going to say to him real quick?
This dude's high as shit. We're not going to give this guy 1,000 bones. Are you kidding me?
Well, we can discuss it. Let's finish his
I don't want to discuss it. I'm out.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say.
All right, okay.
All
right.
So you said how much, but why do you need it?
Because I need to beat all your asses, and if I can't, if I can't do that with 1,000 bones, I don't know what I'm going to do in my life.
Okay, me and my associates, we hear you.
But I'll settle for 150.
Okay.
So he immediately went down to 150 by talking himself into that.
Okay, let me and my associates discuss it real quick. We'll be right back. We're going to go into the back room real quick.
Either 1,000 or 150, you choose.
This dude does not know shit.
I think we should call security. I think we should probably call security.
Dude, honestly,
listen, do we have security?
I have never seen somebody negotiate so badly in my life. Listen. He started at 1,000, and before we even said a counter offer, he dropped to 150.
Listen, I understand. Typically, the way it goes is you start at one number, you drop to the other number, and then you meet in the middle. He dropped for us, and we're still not going to meet him in the middle of what he wanted. So I think we just treat the 150 as his top offer.
Should we? What do we think about 150?
I think 150 is a little much.
I think so as well.
I think it's a little much. I like him better at. Troy, how many bones does Troy have? Troy, you have 2.
I think 75 is good.
I think 75. What's the best he can do?
Well, let's see. We'll see how he negotiates this when we go back.
75. The best he can do is he comes out. He still has a chance to make it into second place, barring I lose everything.
Yeah,
and
so he'll be in second place then.
So 70. Let's see what he has to say about 75.
You know what? Let's start him out a little lower. Let's say I like it at 50.
Okay, let's say 50, and then we'll see if he bumps it.
Yeah, our offer 50.
Okay, Kyle, I'm glad you stuck.
All right. Before you even talk, okay, if you go offering me anything other than 150, you guys are a bunch of bitches, and you know.
Sidebar.
You're just afraid that I'm going to beat all your asses at the end of this.
Sidebar.
No, hold on. Well, let me.
Wait. I just wanted to discuss.
I hear what you have to say. I got to go talk to my associates.
Yeah, you better go talk to him.
Okay.
Did he call us a bunch of bitches?
He did call us a bunch of bitches. He did.
25?
Almost instantly. 25? Actually, Brian, can you look at me in the eyes real quick? I didn't even say a word to him, and he called us bitches. So this guy is certifiably insane.
So we dropped from 50 to 25.
Okay,
and we're going to offer him that first.
Okay.
See, we got to get him to start negotiating now.
I think we should make
aggressive.
I think we should make individual offers.
Troy, what are you going to offer him? 2 bones?
Listen, you don't fucking know what I have to offer, Brian.
I think he's going to offer him like.
I do the bookkeeping. I know what you have to offer.
Yeah, well, I'll offer him a lot more sloppy things than that.
All right, Kyle, just talk to the guys back there, and
you better come back with my 150.
So we're close, actually, a lot closer than you think, and this is what negotiating is. Okay, we want you to feel like you're valued in this negotiation.
All right, go ahead.
So we offer 25.
$25.
That's what they offered. I have a different offer.
So you could suck my left testicle for $25.
That's right. You fucking tell him.
You also don't
Derek,
know
Derek Kyle.
Derek Kyle.
Derek Kyle, will not accept anything under $150.
Okay. So we actually had an offer ready because we knew 125 was low. You understand how this works. So we were ready to offer 75 and no interest at all.
That's all.
You do still have to pay
I'm not
back,
a part of that.
But you do still have to pay that 75 back if you won, right?
But there's no
interest.
interest.
What's this interest you talk of?
So interest, if you want to go up higher, we can go up higher. That's not an issue.
Okay.
But say you borrow 100, for example.
Okay.
Well, on 100, you're going to have a 10% interest rate. So for every 10 bones you would win, you would pay us 1 bone.
Monkey has banana. Friend ask monkey for monkey banana. Monkey friend monkey. Monkey friend. Monkey friend says yes, but you're going to have to give me my banana back and an extra little bit of banana.
Oh my God.
Monkey friend gets banana. When he returns banana, he gives that banana plus half another banana.
That was probably one of the most vicious things you've ever done on this podcast.
Monkey give banana on top of more banana.
That is probably one of the most vicious things you've ever done on this podcast.
It was so funny, though. It was so funny. Yeah, obviously you got to cut
so,
that.
If you wanted to
does
borrow
that make sense?
Yeah, that makes 100% sense.
If you wanted to borrow 100 bananas, you're going to owe me 10 bananas for every 100 bananas you make off that.
10 bananas?
Along with the initial 100 bananas that you make.
You could suck my nut.
Okay.
What about my offer? These guys put out their own offer.
What's your offer?
Listen, I'll offer you 1 bone, and for the rest of the season, I will take 50% of your profit.
Wait, what?
That's an insane offer, but I'm going to have to deny that. Because that's 49 bones less than I wanted to leave you with.
So,
okay.
I need the banana. I need the banana explanation again.
Okay. So, monkey has friend. Monkey friend says, "I need money." You get the point.
I got it.
Okay.
Back to our offer.
Back to
100 bones, no interest. That's wrong.
100 bones.
What is it for us at that point?
1 bone, 50% permanent interest.
And you thought I was high.
Somebody turn his mic off.
Okay.
So what is in that for us even at that point? We offered 75, no interest.
I have a chance to beat you, and if you lose to me, you definitely suck.
No, because
Well,
even
that
if you
doesn't sound
you don't
appealing.
beat us.
Yes.
You have to pay me back. You have to pay
us
back that 100 no matter what.
But I'm betting 99, so then I'm going to get double that, and then I'm going to pay you back, and then I'm going to get more next week.
Okay, so you bet 98. You have to hit your bet. You get double 98, but you lose 100 of that. So really, you're only going to get 98.
Okay, here's
100. You're going to get 98.
Yeah, like
So I'm out of the hole.
Okay,
You're going to
Kyle.
be
10
out.
and a
Basically,
half.
And then we're on the climb up to beat you.
Why do you look so
we
intense in that?
are giving our own money to him, right?
That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay,
and
so
you and me are in this. We're splitting it 50-50 between us.
So Kyle,
but there's no incentive for us to do this.
I
at
have
this
one.
point.
I have one. So Kyle, we have an offer for you now. We're gonna say 100 bones, 50 from each of us, no interest. But if you end up coming back and winning, Brian and I cannot be roasted. The only person who at this table who can be roasted is Troy.
Or
hold on. We did not discuss that.
1 bone, 50% permanent interest.
We did not discuss that.
But I think it's a good bet.
I think 100 bones.
Listen, I think they're offering you bananas, bro.
Listen,
I'm going to be honest. That's what I've taken from this so far.
100 bones. We take 10% interest off of his first winning week.
What the fuck? You just offered him no interest. You can't take it back.
We said 10% interest, and it would have been until it's paid back, the full 100. Now it's 10% interest, but only off the first winning week. Because Wyatt offered that. We did not offer that.
So wait, hold on, time out. So I only have to pay you 10% off the first winning week. That's it.
Yeah, the first week that
I get 100.
That you would go positive, you pay us 10% of the 100 bones you borrow.
I would rather just not get roasted.
Bones.
All right, sounds good. I'll take Brian's bet.
What the fuck? Do you not even think about mine like at all?
No. So I'd take.
So you get 100 bones.
Monkey friends say no.
So you have to pay us back the 100 bones when you win, and 10% on top of
whatever I win.
Yes.
Yes.
On top of that. So if you win, for example, you may hit every bet, and you walk out of that with 200 total bones, you're paying us the 100 back. And 10% of your winnings.
And 10 bones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get 100, no interest, but you can't roast me and Brian when it comes to the
taking
end.
Brian's bet because if I win.
Or
sweet, sweet nectar.
You get 1 bone, 50% permanent interest.
Okay.
All right, Kyle is taking Brian's. Kyle is taking Brian's. So me and Brian will lose 50 this week. It'll go to Kyle. Congratulations on your loan, sir. Give me a quick handshake. Yeah. Congratulations on your loan. So Kyle was down bad this week, obviously, as you just heard in that last exchange.
But he was the only one.
Troy is also down bad.
I'm not down bad.
You have 2 bones.
I'm doing great.
You're down horrific.
I only have to split one of my 2 bones.
So, not good. Would you like a meeting at the bank?
No.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
I was going to say, your meeting
Monkey
only with Wyatt.
friend would rather starve.
So we're done with that. Let's look at the totals here. Let's look at the totals here for the week. I am sitting up top with 423 bones. Brian is right below me with 106. Troy has 2, and Kyle has negative 100. So, I mean, I guess it's positive 100, but he'll have to pay it back. We'll see what Kyle can do with it. So, let's take a quick look at the lines here, boys. For this week, let's talk a little bit about this week. I did really well. How'd you guys do?
How do you think I did?
Well, I know you didn't do well.
You want to also? I also want to let you know who extra cucked me this week was Wyatt Babb, because he didn't tell us that he was going to do his games after the patch went through, so he didn't have to deal with Mastiffs destroying you every 5
pretty
minutes.
much waiting till the new week started to play his games.
Considering
games are traditionally supposed to be finished by the Sunday.
I did do
that. That way they're in on Monday, and Tuesday is the show.
Don't pretend like we all don't turn them in Tuesday afternoon.
We all turn them in Tuesday afternoon, but I at least expect them to be done on time. So
the only time that Brian had a problem with it was when it made him lose his bet.
Brian lost 150 on me last week.
This is what I'm saying. The lines came in late. Not only did they come in, it's one thing of them coming in late. The lines were played late. We have admission. We have you admitting it to us in written confirmation.
I'll tell you all day because I didn't know it was an issue.
On a day after the game had changed from when we had set the lines. So the game state had changed from when we set the lines. Just saying, we might have had different lines set at that time. Well, we might have ended up betting different. And I'm not.
If I have a colossal week this week, I'm chalking it up as you definitely dogged us.
Listen, what I'm saying right here is
it's a dog-eat-dog world.
What happened was we basically were betting on an NFL game, and we placed our bets on the NFL game.
And then the quarterback switched.
No, the quarterback didn't switch. And then the ref said, "Oh, and by the way, you guys, I know you bet on the kickoff return, but kickoff's no longer a thing."
No, that's not at all. It'd be the quarterback if the quarterback switched and the coach didn't say anything.
No, it's there was a rule change. It wasn't a mechanics change, or it wasn't a play.
That was never like a legit rule. We've never followed that.
It was followed in the beginning, and it's just
for like a week,
for a few weeks, for a few weeks. I had it being followed when I had all the stats being entered in on the PC and everything, and then I got lazy and put it on the paper. But that being said, it was a thing. I'm just saying, I'm not asking for a win on my bones.
Oh my God.
I'm asking for a push because
that's fucking nonsense.
No, you're not getting a push.
You're not getting
a push. You get a push too, Kyle.
We already did the bank. We already did the bank
conflict of interest, bro. You can't fucking go 3 to 5 weeks with the same thing happening and say nothing, and then only say something when it fucks you. That's clearly a conflict of interest. Ridiculous.
So,
also, thanks for asking about my week, Wyatt.
I was going to until Brian.
No, dude, don't fucking worry about it.
I can go over Wyatt or Troy's week. Ready? He started with 88 bones. He made a bet. He won 1 bone. He made another bet. He lost 85. He made another bet, and he lost 2. He ended the game. He ended the week with 2 bones.
Well, it's better than 0.
You know what, Troy? If you took that push, you would have 2 more bones than what you do now. You would double your bones.
Oh, you'd have 4? Oh, my God.
No,
he would double his bones.
Here's the goddamn thing, all right? I can't live my life carrying Kyle all the time.
It's a tough time carrying me, honestly.
I'm fucking sick of it.
I'm really heavy.
My spine hurts.
Yeah.
I'm done, all right? I'm playing by myself.
I'm a good 210. You know,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Derek Kyle fucked my ass, as always. But you know what? I'm going to do...
As always?
As always, dude.
Oh, no.
Same time, same... Yeah, dude. Yeah, he tears up every time I strip. Listen, I can't weigh people down anymore. It just hurts me too much. Losing hurts enough, and then like feeling like I drug someone else down, just the worst feeling. So from now on, I'm going to be playing solos. And you know what? That's fine. We're gonna run it up. Chip in a chair, as they say in poker. Chip in a chair.
So not a good week then, I guess.
No, it was great. I feel good.
Brian did not have a good week. He did not beat the Brian Challenge of the Week this week. But it was to be fair, it was a tough challenge. He also lost 150 bones because he bet an under on me, and he lost
600 fucking average. And you didn't have to go to against Mastiffs for one fucking
okay, but it's
session.
Not. This was
720.
Just. This wasn't a fluke.
770.
Are you still talking
no,
about
no,
that?
it was 717.
You still talking about that, bro?
Yeah.
Gotta let it go.
But anyway, I had a great week.
I lost more bones than you even had.
Dude. You gotta let it go.
Damn.
You talked to the 2-time. Don't you forget.
All right, let's get to the lines real quick, and then we can get to our cards and finish out the show. For me, my total kill line is 28, with halves at 14, quarters at 7, with an average damage of 650 and a max damage of 1,900. Kyle is sitting at 21 total kills, with 11 at half and quarters at 6, with an average damage of 500 and a max of 1,700. That's criminally low. And then Troy is sitting at a total kill line of 10, with I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to laugh. Don't turn the microphone off. No. Pick the microphone back up.
Did he turn it off?
Yeah, he turned it off. No. Oh, Troy with total kills at 10, halves at 5, quarters at 3, average damage of 350. And a max at 950. Oh, God.
I tried to set him fair. I really did.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
The mic up.
Oh, shit. So, not a good week from Troy.
Who would like to start with the bets?
Let me hold the line so I can look at them. Okay, I'm just going to look at it. I'm not even going to write it myself. Okay, I'm going to go with an over on Kyle's average damage at 500 for 25 bones.
You got to bet more than that to stay on top, dude.
I've got a lot of bets coming.
How many are you fucking betting?
I'm going to look at this card, and I'm just going to keep betting until...
Bitch. I don't have that much room.
I'm going to bet an over on Kyle's max damage at 1,700 for 50. I'm going to bet an... Fuck. I was going to say an over on Troy's kills because it's 10, but like, fuck. I'm going to bet...
Pick a quarter. His quarter line is really good at 3.
You guys are just totally destroying
I'm gonna bet on over on Troy's max damage at 950 for 1 bone.
You're fucking trolling.
These are some spite bets right
These
here.
are hella spite bets.
It's an over. How's it a spite bet?
He put half of his bankroll on it.
Troy, you better base your 2 bones on
Are you sure you don't want to
fucking
go to the bank,
spite
Troy?
bet.
I'm going to bet an over on Kyle's total kill line for 25 bones, I'm going to bet an over on my total kills. Oh, no. I'm going to bet an over on my kills in the second half at 14 for 25 bones. And then, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go big on this one. I'm going to bet an over on Troy's total kills for 1 bone. And that'll be my gift to y'all.
Wait, hold on. Are you going to bet any? Oh, we didn't go over the Brian challenge.
Oh, we will. We will.
We'll get to that. Oh, are you going to... it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm going to bet 1 bone on that. And my gift to the Allfather bet of the week will be Kyle's max damage over.
Kyle's max damage? Okay, the one that you did for 50 bones?
Yeah. Okay, that'll do it for my card.
I'm betting half a bone under on all of Wyatt's lines.
Are we allowing this?
And I'm betting half a bone under on Brian's stupid fucking challenge. I'm done with all of you. I hate you all. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done.
So half a bone under
all of them. I'm betting it under on all of them.
What on Wyatt?
You only have 2.
He's doing half bones.
Okay.
Half bones
kills, max, average, and then on Brian.
Oh shit.
Kyle, would you like to take it away from there?
Kyle, go ahead.
Let me see the lines real quick.
He's sitting there, arms folded, just hat down.
I would be too. Fuck. You all roasted his ass. All right. In my, I feel bad for my old teammate, but he's moving on to bigger and better things. Obviously, we are now. I'm going to bet. I'm actually going to bet. Ooh, I got some good lines here, man. I'm going to bet 98 bones on my average damage over.
That's a free win.
It's a free W for me.
No, I mean for me. When you lose all your bones and then you're just out negative 90 or negative 98 bones.
I'm betting the under. Actually, yeah, I'm going to bet the under on Brian's challenge because he's not hitting shit. After we go over it, you'll see why. Actually, no, we have to bet a number.
You have to bet a number on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a.
Fuck.
So, Troy, real fast, let's backtrack to Troy's. We need to go over my.
I'm betting under 1.
What a huge spite bet.
So we're gonna have you bet under 1, so you're betting on 0.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be under 1.
Yeah, that'd be under 1. That's the yeah.
I gotta put this on the ground.
All right, so then I will bet. I'm going to bet 5. You're not going to get over 5.
You're betting 5?
Yes, for your thing.
How's it going?
I'm betting
how much
one bone.
1 bone.
That you're going to get 5. And then I'm going to bet 1 bone on my kills over.
Oh, shit.
How'd it go last time you put all the pressure on yourself?
Listen, I'm going to destroy it this week because you guys pissed me off. And
Will
also
you even
I took
have
out
time
a
to play?
fat loan.
Will you even have time to play more than 20 minutes this week?
I'm trying not to worry about that right now, but I'm going to think about it.
That's a future me problem.
That's a future me problem, not a problem for me right now.
I invested in your failure. I hope you know that because we are so close in bones now. You realistically can pass me. So, yeah, I just invested in you failing.
Or me totally destroying you and then getting to make fun of you at the end of this.
So glossing over that, I'm betting. Can I get the lines? Keeping all the damn lines at the other end of the
Brian,
table.
your card?
My card. Let's see. I really like that. You know what? Troy, I actually really like your lines. I think getting rid of the Mastiff helps your play style. I'm going to be betting some overs on you. And some real overs, not some bitch-ass wide overs. I'm saying I'm saying 25 bones on over. Troy.
You're not allowed to bet on my shit.
25 25
You're
bones
not allowed
over.
to bet on my shit, bro. Get off my shit right now. You can't bet on my shit. I will throw it all. I don't give a fuck. I got half-bone bets on everything. I swear to God, I'll throw it. Get it off my shit, dude. I swear to God, I'll play 12 games of zeros. I don't give a fuck. Get off my shit right now.
Fine. 25 bones under
Thank
Troy's
you.
average.
There we go.
Only unders. I'll throw it all.
If we're only doing unders, I'm changing it from average, and I'm going to your max. 25 bones under Troy's max. And I will go 25 bones under Troy's kills. And I will go...
What's that line at? Like 13, 14?
10.
Oh.
You better bet more, you fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. You better bet more. Bet hundreds. 3 digits or bust, bro. Get on
Dude,
there.
I only have 106 to bet.
There you go.
I have one more bet to go.
Last time I checked, 106 was 3 digits.
I have more bets to
And
make.
for the other ones, you can leave ones for the other ones.
I see. I have an option. I can either do that, Troy.
Oh my god.
You know what? Should I be? How spiteful should I be? What?
Be so spiteful.
Okay, Troy. I'm taking my 25 bones off you. I'm changing them each to ones,
Oh my god.
and I'm changing
That's
my
not
last bet to a
spiteful.
1.
That's not spiteful.
Hold on, I'm getting to it. On under of Kyle's. Kyle, what was your big bet?
My average
Your
damage.
average. I'm assuming that was gift to the Allfather. I'm betting 1 bone under on your average. The reason being is even if you hit your bet now, you still don't pass me.
How?
Because I can only lose 3 bones, and you have to pay us back.
I've never heard such a weak play in my life.
So I'm going to sit here.
It's actually a strong play.
I'm actually going to sit here and pretty much guarantee I go up this week. So go ahead. Hit your line. I win. Miss your line. I win.
Tragic.
He's really doing this.
It's all right, though.
How's that for a spite bet, buddy?
That's okay. I'll take the spite because I'll rub the spite in you guys' face thanks to the deal you gave me at the end
Go ahead.
of this.
I
You
tried.
can make me. You can make me 60 bones, bro.
All right. Brian, challenge of the week. Brian has to fill a white... No. Sorry. Brian has to grab as many Phoenix kits as he can possibly grab, and we take the bet on the game that he gets the most on, or most we think he's going to get.
The most amount of Phoenix kits I can carry at any one time during the course of 5 games.
Yes.
That is what they're betting on. And we're going Price is Right status on it.
Yes.
So if you were to say Wyatt bets 20, which isn't even a possibility, but say Wyatt bets 20, Kyle bets 15, and Troy bets 10, and I hit 17. Wyatt, or even if I hit 19, Wyatt, because he's over,
I would lose.
he would lose. The next closest person that's under gets it. So that would have been to, I believe I said it was Kyle with 15. So that's how that bet is going to work. I'm going to be trying to hoard as many Phoenix kits as I possibly can and try to avoid having to use them because I know I take a lot of damage.
I'm going to start with my number. I'm going to say 14. I'm going 14.
So Wyatt is at 14.
Yes. And I will.
How many bones?
I will bet. I'll bet 20. I'll bet 20 on that.
20 bones, 14 at any one given time.
Yeah.
That's everything but 2 in a purple bag.
Yeah.
You're betting 14.
14.
Okay.
Kyle?
I already put my bet in. I said 5, and Troy said 0.
Damn.
Kyle's
You
in
said
the,
5? Okay.
Yeah, Kyle is in the best position to win that just purely off the numbers. And unfortunately, this is not one that I can bet on because I have immediate control over everything.
Yes.
The one contingency to this, if I see a Phoenix kit, I have to take the Phoenix kit.
Yes. And
that
then
is
also,
rule. Whether I drop my other heals, whether I drop my nades, my ammo, whatever it is, I have to drop it to make room for it.
he's going to play Loba probably, and he can use Loba's ult to see if there's one in that area, but he cannot grab it out of the Black Market Boutique.
But I can get bags from the Black Market Boutique.
He can get bags.
You can.
So that will, we got our cards in. Everything good to go?
Yep, got them all.
Everything's in.
All right, boys. Well, that should just about wrap it up for the show. That's got to be the most fun episode we've ever had.
You guys fucking suck.
That was the most fun episode we've ever had. We had Kyle going to the credit union, the Grab My Banner credit union. We had Troy. We just had a great time. Yeah, there was a lot of that. So this
is what it is.
This one was fun. This was one of my favorite episodes. All right, that should just about wrap it up with the show. Don't forget, guys, to head on down to the Discord server, join in on that. Some of you guys did DM me, and I gave you the code. Sorry if I was a little late on that one. Sometimes Instagram doesn't show me my DMs unless I click a certain button, so I have to sort through that. I don't know what the deal is. Either way. Don't forget to join the Discord server, follow us on all social medias, and get ready to listen to the boxing pod as well. Me and Carter got to record that within the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have some fun out there with this new patch. It is fun as hell. Enjoy yourselves out there, guys. Have a great time. We will see you guys next week.